It's funny, life on the road always ends up throwing you some type of challenge when you least expect it. By the time we got to the bottom, the brakes were real hot. Hello, my friends. It is currently Wednesday, March 14th. We've been camped out here at Oak Flat Campground for 6 days. That's 6 days for Nomad Brad, no shower. I'm running out of water. This is literally all the drinking water I have left. I've eaten through most of my supplies. I'm out of tomatoes. I'm out of eggs. So it's time to move on and head into town. It's funny, life on the road always ends up throwing you some type of challenge when you least expect it. So I'm getting ready to head east on Highway 60. But they have a road closure because they're doing some kind of construction work. It looks like the road is only open for a few hours every day. So I got to take off now. And so I have no idea where I'm going to stay tonight or anything. But the good news is when you live in a vehicle, your home is always with you. So literally all I need is a place to park. So whether that be a grocery store parking lot, behind a gas station on the side of the road, I have no idea, but we're going to find out. We're going to find out together. Here we are. Van is all road ready. Everything put away. Haven't started this thing up in 6 days. If you guys want to hear an ultra cold start, here we go. She's a champion. She's a runner. Love this Econoline. Do. Okay. That's it. We're home, baby. I've been living in an off-grid capable vehicle for over 7 years. One of my all-time favorite excursions was visiting the Black Rock Hot Springs in Gerlach, Nevada. The sunsets were beautiful, and the hot springs looked like a scene from a movie. A lot of people who see my videos, they want in. The first question they always ask is, where can I buy a vehicle like yours? I never really had a good answer because I built this home myself. But now there's a solution for folks who are ready to leave the pavement.
Trailbit, the place to find your perfect adventure vehicle. It's free to join, list, and sell. From rugged overland rigs to RVs and camper trucks, we've got it all. Use the search feature to fine-tune your results and zero in on your dream rig. Easily navigate from photos to full walkthrough videos. As a seller, you can upload up to 200 media files. The more detail, the better for buyers. As a buyer, explore the full specs, ask questions in the comments, and when you're ready, place your bid. If you win, a simple 5% buyer's fee applies. Trailbit, where rigs find their next adventure.
So head on over to Trailbit and make your bid, and I hope to see you out there. We did it. We got groceries for the week, resupplied, ready to go. So another thing I love about being able to take your home to the grocery store is that you can put all your groceries away in the grocery store parking lot. So I think what I want to do now, I still want to take a little bit of a break, and I'm going to go ahead and upload some of the footage that I've already recorded for this video onto my laptop. And additionally, I'm going to make some food because I'm hungry. Oh, had a nice little productive and also relaxing stay here in the Fry's parking lot in Globe, Arizona. But it's time to move on. We got to find somewhere to sleep tonight, and this Fry's parking lot ain't it. So I was looking around on Google Maps a little bit, and I found a rest area. It's down at the bottom of a canyon. It's about an hour drive from here. So that's a pretty nice little easy cruise. I say easy because it's short, but when you look at the map, oh, it looks terrible. It's super windy and twisty and up and down hills. So it's not enjoyable. These kind of roads are not enjoyable in a big vehicle like this, but we're going to make it happen. I'm going to whip up a quick road coffee. I'm just feeling another coffee today. I want it. I want it, man. So I'm going to whip up a road coffee, and then we'll head an hour north and find our spot for the evening. So we need to talk. So I knew for going into this drive that the road was super windy and it would be a lot of hills. And so the way this Econoline works is the default setting on the transmission and the ECU is tow haul mode. So my truck weighs about 11,000 pounds. And so you're supposed to leave it in tow haul mode to keep the RPMs up. You don't want to lug down the engine and the transmission with a ton of weight. But what tow haul does when you're descending is it downshifts to keep the RPMs high. I think it's doing it to try to assist with braking so you're not having to use the brakes a lot. But the problem is it's downshifting so much that it's running like 4,500 RPMs. And the engine's just screaming. I can just hear, wah! And for me, it just doesn't seem like a good thing for the engine and the transmission. It seems like it's working it really hard, and it's a long, steep descent. So I took off tow haul, and I'm using the brakes because my thought was, well, I would rather, use up a set of brake pads prematurely, but not do any damage to the engine or the transmission. So that's what I did. I took off tow haul. And then once I did that, it just upshifted a bunch. And so it put my RPMs to 1,500. And so now I'm basically just relying on my brakes alone to slow me down. So, I know how to drive. I'm tapping the brakes. I'm not riding them. I'm not jamming them. I'm trying to feather them and be gentle. But it was a lot. I don't know. Tell me, what would you guys do? Do you guys have experience with this? I don't know. To me, it made sense. Use the brakes, replace the brakes if you need to. Don't damage the engine. But by the time we got to the bottom, the brakes are real hot. All right, something's smoking. My brakes are smoking or something. Can you guys see that? It doesn't really show up on camera. I think it's my brakes. Is it my exhaust? I think it's my brakes. Look at that. Just smoking, bro. It's only the passenger side. Well, here we are. That was wild. We're at the rest area, the bottom of the canyon. Whoa, look at this. You can see the river here. It's pretty muddy. It's beautiful though. Well, I think this is gonna be home for the night. Fortunately, they have this huge pullout right here. My brakes are definitely screaming for some rest. So let's check on them. It looks like they're not really well, there's a little puff. All right, so we're all parked. The van is actually super level, so I'm really happy with the placement of the vehicle. The brake stopped smoking, so we're gonna go for a walk. The great thing about having your home always with you is you just stay wherever you want to stay. So it totally leaves the option open. And you know, what's nice is if I was traveling like this in a regular vehicle, you know, you're always kind of pushing to get to like the next spot or the place you're gonna stay. You know, you're like rushing to get to that next destination. But when your home's with you, you kind of just stay wherever you want. So there's no rush. You can just take your time. You can spend extra time exploring, you know, certain areas that you find interesting. When I was living my previous lifestyle, you know, I was always in a rush into appointments, rush into meetings, rush into service calls, rushing home to make dinner, rush into the gym, and no more of that. You know, now I'm just living at my own pace, on my own terms, taking time to explore canyon trails and rivers. Much preferred. I made it. This is home for the evening. This is where we'll be camping out tonight. So I think I'm just going to relax for a little bit. Update on the brake situation. I talked to my good friend Suron Dave. He was a mechanic in his previous life, and he also drives a Ford E450 Econoline, just like me. And he knows the history of my van. And so what he thinks happened is I had the rear bearings and seals and everything repaired and changed out last summer in California. And so and then after the mechanic did that work, I think he overfilled my rear diff fluid because there was a little bit of fluid that leaked out for like a week or so after he did the job. But then after that, there was no more leaks. And I checked the diff fluid multiple times. It's full. So I think he overfilled it. And then the leak stopped. And so what Dave said is he thinks probably all that happened is just, there was that differential fluid that was a little bit leaking out of my, rear bearing area. And he says he thinks it just probably got hot and it was just burning off the excess fluid. He said he doesn't think it was the brakes. And a couple other people commented because I posted this on Instagram. They're like, brakes don't smoke. So I think that's what happened. I think I was just the hub assembly got hot and it burnt off whatever grease or oil was back there. So I think we're safe. I mean, the brakes still work great. So yeah, I feel good about it. Just wanted to give you guys an update. We're cruising, baby. Moving on forward. Just to give you guys a little checkup on Starlink, I'm currently getting 120 down, 14 up, 50 millisecond ping. And I'm pretty impressed. I honestly didn't even think I would get connection based on my location. Let me show you guys what it looks like out here. So, I'm down inside this canyon and my Starlink on the roof is pointed basically that way. So it's, it's kind of pointed towards the mountain and towards the trees, but apparently there's enough, I'm not down in a canyon enough where I'm still getting signal. So I'm pretty impressed that even down here, down in the canyon land, I'm able to get high-speed internet because my cell phone has no bars. There's no service. I might try to fly the drone. I should fly the drone. Sometimes I just get lazy and don't want to do it, but I should do it. So if I fly the drone tonight, I will insert drone footage. Okay, my friends. So I did send up the drone. I just want to apologize in advance. The drone footage is trash. Sometimes you go up there and you're filming and you think you got the shot, but I uploaded it on the computer and looked at it and it's not at all what I wanted it to be. So I just took the best clips that I could find and smushed them together, and I'm going to put some music over it, and it's better than nothing, but I'm not real proud of it. But anyway, drone shots coming up. Also, on another note of how is Nomad Brad's Home on Wheels doing, I currently, 6:46 p.m., and I currently have 100% battery charge. So I'm going into the evening on a fully charged battery bank. I'm pretty excited about it. Plenty of energy to cook some dinner, watch TV, edit some videos. Let's go. Good morning, my friends. We made it. Had a wonderful evening camp down here at the bottom of the canyon. Super peaceful. It was quiet. Once it got later in the evening, there weren't really any cars driving by. I slept with the window open. I love sleeping with the window open. Just let the breeze come in, listen to all the critter noises outside. So I went out late, maybe like 11:30, and oh man, the sky was so beautiful. There's like pure blackness. There's no light pollution. I could see every star in the sky. It was so beautiful. I wish I had a camera that could share that with you, but ain't no way. Not on the DJI Pocket 3 anyway. But yeah, it was a really nice evening. So super happy to have this spot. And home is where you park it. And I just love finding cool spots to park. So what are we doing today? We're gonna drive up into Show Low. We got another hour drive north, and then we're gonna head into the mountains, hopefully. So we'll go into the forest, into the trees a little bit more, find some rivers, find some, find some cool nature stuff. I'm excited about it. And that's what's been cool about this trip is like, normally going from Phoenix, like if I was in a regular car driving from Phoenix to Show Low, it's like a 3-hour drive. But when your home is with you, you know, you can drive a couple hours one day, an hour the next day, just kind of break it up. So I just love the slow traveling that van life provides, kind of the laid back, steady pace. I'm a big fan of it. That's it. I think it's time to hit the road. Let's go. I appreciate you guys for watching. And I'll see you next week. I should be up in the mountains somewhere. Make sure to tune in and see what's going on. We'll check on the brakes too. That's it for me, Nomad Brad signing out. Peace.